What's up, world? It's your girl, Latanya Michelle, and I'm here. I'm joined here with my two sisters, and they both are looking absolutely gorgeous. I have been
Thank you.
2 weeks and we don't get to hang out. Now, welcome, and my girl. Let me go first. Hey, Nikki.
Hey, everybody.
On that red lipstick. Oh, I see ya. I see ya. Trina.
Hello, I'm back. Hello.
Welcome back, baby.
Thank you so much. Thank both of you. I truly appreciate it. Thank all of our viewers and fans and people who just emailed and texted and sent flowers and cards to my family. We appreciate it. Thank you. But my crazy ass is back.
Ladies, y'all ready?
Yes, yes.
Sure.
Tell them what we talking about.
We got a great topic today. To be submissive or not? Ooh. This is gonna be a good one.
Let me take a sip of my tea.
So do we need to show some love before we get started, or y'all ready to just go into it? How are we gonna do it tonight? Let's show some love. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Y'all know y'all gotta shout them out because I don't have my glasses on and I can't see.
We got Tamika, that's my cousin. Thank you. We have Ann Fine, that's my girlfriend. Thank you. Mr. Rondell is back. Thank you for always coming back.
Hold on. Let me just say this. Sweet Ann, what you know no good?
Yes.
I thought it. Very good. Oh my goodness. How are you?
Me?
All of y'all, everybody.
I'm good.
Well, listen, I am on fire. I'm on fire. I'm learning that even in bad situations, that you can turn it around if you change your mindset.
Very true.
That's a beautiful thing. I don't know if these headphones is going to stay in all night, but we're going to try our best. Okay, ladies, let's get this started. Submissive. I looked it up because I wanted to be sure, and I didn't want our opinions. Well, the internet is still opinion too, but we still gonna put what they said. It says to be submissive means to put yourself under the authority of your husband. When a husband loves his wife as he loves the church, and when women focus on their role to love and be subject to their husbands, according to scripture, marriage is loving, kind, and harmonious, not abusive or a slave to master relationships. Ooh, ain't none of us married. So, next. No, I'm just joking. Ladies, to me, I'm gonna ask you guys before I even start. What is your definition of being submissive? Nikki?
Well,
Okay, go ahead, Trina.
I would have to say when I was younger, I thought submissive was just do what your husband say. You have no voice. You kind of just whatever he wants for the family, and you to include you. Then that was just it. But that was when I was younger. When I got older, I realized that it really meant something different. Women, you could have a voice. It's just that he was really the head of the household. Not that he didn't listen to the woman or, get her input or anything like that. He did. So the older I got, I learned it meant something different. So I'm not, as against it as I once was. But I just learned older it means something different.
What about you, Nikki?
Pretty much the same. Obviously, when I was younger, you hear the word submissive. You're like, what? I'm not doing that. What? He can't rule me. Ain't nobody ruling me. Blah, 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 blah. Which I'm sure a lot of people feel. But now, again, like you, Trina, because I'm older, I realize it's something different. And I realize that there actually is power in that, and being a submissive woman to your man. I think for me, You know, I'm not sure if that goes for everybody. I'm not sure if that's, you know, I'm not sure if that's somebody you're dating. And it shouldn't, whatever submission is to anybody, what it should not be for sure is controlling.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Look, I got on Nene shirt.
I like that. I like that.
Look, let's be perfectly clear.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Absolutely. So what does it mean to you, Latanya?
This is funny because I think this is the first time we all have agreed on something. I think this is the first time since we've been doing this that we all agree on something.
Love.
I don't even have anything to say. I mean, y'all, I think you guys nailed it. You know, I do think the problem is that most people do not know the definition of submissive and they use it to their advantage. And, you know, it's all about who you're dealing with and making sure you guys both have that proper understanding.
Totally agree.
Okay.
So Fine says, so Fine, she says what it means to her. She says she learned women are the neck and men are the head. Teamwork makes the dream work. It takes a strong woman to hold up her man. I
love
totally
that.
agree with that.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
I do believe that we were created to be submissive, but I have to add, in order for us to be submissive, we have got to have a proper lead. You can't just be submissive to just anybody.
Right.
And when they created that submissiveness, they also attached it. And I'm not trying to go Bible or any of that, but they also said that a man is supposed to love his woman like Christ loved the church. So he's got a role too, and they forget to add that part.
Right.
Breathe. So,
I said preach.
So question number 1 or question number 2 or 3, I don't know which one. Would you guys say that, and we don't have to talk about current relationships or whatever, we talk about past too, would you say that you are a submissive woman? Ooh, both of y'all facial expressions. I wish I had a camera for this. So y'all facial expressions are like, well, we might agree on something else.
Here's the thing for me. I have not ever been a submissive woman in any relationship that I've ever been in, whether that had been my marriage, or, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you call that partnership. I just haven't. I have allowed my independence and my strong ways get in the way of any of that. Nor really, and I'm not knocking anyone that I've dated or been with or anything, but I didn't feel comfortable enough that they could properly lead. So I just never have been submissive. I haven't. I'm just now open to it, really, because I'm tired, basically.
Right. Good
no,
answer.
I'm just being honest. I'm tired as hell. You know, I'm tired of being a woman and a man. I'm really tired of that. So I'm good with being submissive to someone who deserves it and can lead us in the right direction. So up until now, no, I've never been submissive.
Nikki?
Yes.
Yes. You heard the question.
So there is a question.
You heard the question.
I would say yes. And for me, what that is, for me, what it is more or less pretty much, I do my own thing anyway, right? I do. But I do, I feel I have been in situations where I've consulted, let me say that, right? Because I'm going to tell you why that's important. I've consulted with my partner. I didn't ask if I could do something.
What is this?
I didn't ask because I'm not asking. I'm grown. I consulted with a partner about certain decisions or whatever like that, because he was the head, and it was about sharing for me. It was more about sharing and getting his opinion. Now, sometimes he could provide his opinion, and then I do what I do anyway. I could take it or leave, you know, whatever. But I have been submissive in that sense. But again, like we all said, we're only submissive to the person that deserves that, and you know, that is a man about it. He can lead. So yeah, you, LaTanya. No,
you know what? I was submissive to my husband, but that wasn't healthy. You know what I mean? That was a controlling situation. That was all the wrong things. You know what I mean? So
right.
other than him, I've never been submissive to a man because I've never seen my proper lead. I mean, I respect him. I would like to say that I respect him, and I do the preparations as if I'm prepared to be submissive, but it never goes far enough where I have to step into that submissive role, because I don't think everybody deserves to be submissive just because you're dating. So,
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Absolutely
right.
not. I totally agree.
I like
Totally
y'all
agree.
answers, ladies. I like y'all. Y'all know I got more questions. Okay. When do you become submissive? I got one. I'll start it off because y'all
Yeah,
say
that's
shit.
good. Go ahead.
Like,
That's good.
y'all look like,
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, go
you
ahead.
don't. You don't. You know what? I think, here's my thing. I'm one of those people who takes relationships really seriously. So if I say that I'm going to be in a relationship with you, that means that I am willing to commit who I am to you. It doesn't have to be we're married or anything. That means that I'm willing to be that woman that I should be even as a wife. And I'm going to be honest with you. That's why I'm not in a relationship. But when I make that step towards that as a man, and he's already led, because there's some stuff that's gonna happen before we take that step as a relationship. So when I say I'm ready to be in a relationship with you, I think that's the time when I become submissive, because that means I trust you, and I trust you enough to lead me and to guide me. I mean, it can stop at any time because you mess up. It's over and it's done. But I'm just saying. Trina?
So one word that I picked out that you said is trust. So I have a very, very serious trust issue.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and I do.
Okay.
I'm not really sure why, but I just do. I trust me. So I trust me that I'm gonna get it handled. I'm gonna get it done. And it is very hard for me to let that brick wall down that I've, put up over several years. Again, it's that independent. I can do it all. So I truly want to be submissive to the person who's deserving of it and the person I trust. It's just I get in my own way. I definitely.
Is it that you get in your own way, or is it the people that you're choosing?
I think it's both.
Okay.
I think it's both. Yeah, I think it's the people that I'm choosing or choosing me, and I get in my own way, because even when there's a good thing and I know it's a good thing, I self-sabotage it. So it's definitely me and my trust issues and my independence. I mean, in my mind, I want to be submissive. Like I said, I'm just so freaking tired.
Are you given reasons why you shouldn't trust?
Not all the time. And I think I said that on another show. It's like, I'm gonna get you before you get me shit I got going on in my head. I don't know what the hell that's about, but not all the time. It's me getting in my own way.
Okay. Nikki?
You know what? Let me hold on. Let me just shout some people out, because it's one of these comments in here I actually agree with. Stephanie Perry, right? Or Vereen Perry. She said you should only be submissive when you are married. I don't believe in dating and being submissive. I think I'm gonna go with that, to be honest with you. And that's just because I don't know. I don't know, because when you're in a relationship, it's only so far you can go until you either getting married or not. I mean, if you have a life partner, I mean, like you said, I would, I could see myself respecting the person. I give people respect. But to be totally submissive, I think I might have to be married. I don't know.
But what if
How do you get them?
How do I what?
How do you get to the marriage stage in a relationship if you guys aren't already kind of like establishing your roles? You know what I mean? Or how you're different from everybody else and why you guys should be together. When do you start you have to say I do before you start establishing.
That's true.
I mean, I'm just asking. I ain't in a relationship, so I don't know.
No,
I'm just asking.
I think it gets to the point. I think it'll get to that point when you have that conversation or conversations about what are people's expectations of you. You know what I mean? When you're in a relationship or when you're in relations, you do. I think you have to have that conversation. One of the things I think that ruins relationships are people that go into these things. They don't talk about what the other person expected. So I can talk about my ex when I was married, my ex-husband. I really think that he expected me to be Susie Homemaker. Sick, come home, be one of those women that be like, my husband, you know what I mean? And to come home and do all of these things. But you know what? I'm a career girl. I'm out, I'm making money, I'm doing these things. I'm not that. Now, I can make a biscuit from scratch. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing it every Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
well,
taste like scratch, but they ain't scratch.
But the thing is, for women, a lot of us, especially when the married part coming out, I don't want to get off topic, but it's about the wedding. It's about what the woman wants. But I don't think a lot of people ask the man what. And when you say wife, what did you expect as a wife? Besides the regular stuff, right? That she can cook and blah, blah, blah. Like, how did you see your marriage going? Because if I would have asked my ex-husband that, to be honest, if he saw me, if he said, I see you cooking dinner, I see you doing certain things, I see you, I would have been like, well, you know what? That's not me. Maybe you need to find somebody else. I would have been able to say that if we had that conversation. So to get to that point, like you originally asked, I think you definitely have to have the conversation. And it's sometimes it's hard because you'll sit down and you'll realize that maybe it's not a good look. And maybe even after all this time, you just finding stuff out because you have the conversation or you're too scared to have the conversation. But to get to the part where you got to be, where you're submissive, if that's what they expect from you, that has to happen with conversation. If that's what you have to know what the person's expectation is. Period.
I agree. Yeah. Rondell said it's hard for women with a career to be submissive. I agree with. I am that woman.
So. I don't think so either. I don't think so at all. I don't think so because I run my own business outside, but when I walk in the door, I want him to whatever. As long as you ask me my opinion and you respect what I have to say and we get to talk about it and stuff, take over. Because running your business is enough stress. I want to come home and I want to trust the man so much that I get to take my Wonder Woman outfit on and know that he's got me. So I don't think that it's hard. I think we're the ones who are probably the better ones to be submissive because of the reassurance that we have of who we are anyways. We don't need that. We don't need to be Wonder Woman in the house as long as we have a good man that's leading us properly.
Well, I can't wait to get there. I cannot wait to take that damn Wonder Woman off because I sleep in it. I wear it.
That's why you say you're tired.
Outfits. I'm tired of shit.
That's why you're tired, because you want. I have a saying that I always say, and most people look at me crazy when I say this, but I say that I want to trust the man so much that if he tells me to go rob a bank, that I'm going to go rob that bank because I know that no matter what, he has my back and I'm not going to have to do jail and he's going to cover for me no matter what. And I know that's a crazy example.
That's trust.
That's trust. That's trust. You know what I mean?
And it's
hard to come by. It's hard to come by these days.
Yeah. Okay. Robbing the bank, I'm not going to be able to do that. So.
If I get away with it,
I got to trust in some other ways. I don't even like the color orange. Okay. I don't even like orange.
Right, or pink these days. So does submissiveness go both ways, or is it just for women to men? Where Rondell at? Where Rondell at?
He hasn't chimed in on that yet.
He chimed on something I saw. Oh, he's the one who said it's hard for a woman.
About the career. So can it go both ways? So can a man be submissive to a woman?
Can they be submissive to each other?
It depends on what submissive means to the people. To the people. I don't know. Hey, Angie.
Right.
Oh, Rondell said yes.
Who said that?
Oh, Rondell. He said yes.
He said yes, a man could be submissive to the woman. In what way? I mean,
I think it's required, Rondell. I think it's just. I think we as Black people, we have lost. We don't know what love is. We make up. We're holding on to something that we're trying to figure out. But I think if it's done properly, a man is going to submit to his wife because of the love that he truly has for her, and he's going to be able to. What's wrong?
Sweet Ann, get off here. Get your ass. Sweet Ann, get your ass off of this. You read what she said. I'm not even reading it.
What she said, hell no.
I'm not even reading what she said.
Ron Davis, we have another man. He said a lot of women claim that they want a strong man where they can take the Wonder Woman cape off and be submissive, but they wouldn't know how to do it if that strong man fell in their lap. Well, clearly he has he has something to get off his chest.
Yes, we're here for it. Tell us more.
Ron. Okay, Alan, hold on. Alan said, in order to be submissive, you have to conquer your past demons and
Lord.
Agree.
Lord.
Agree. Okay,
listen. You cannot listen.
I'm scared. I feel like I'm scared right now.
Scared.
I'm gonna just be Superwoman. Just forget it.
Wonder Woman.
I'm gonna just be Wonder Woman.
Listen. Why is it that we as Black people have to point fingers at each other? Why is it as Black people, why cannot we represent each other and respect each other and take responsibility for our own actions? We love to blame somebody else. Like because of a bad situation, we love to think everybody's like that. I understand what he says about, a woman wouldn't know a good man. Well, that's because you've had bad situations and stuff. You know what I mean? Or people think because you don't think like them or you don't express yourselves like them. If you're used to, let me say this to a man. Let me say this, because when you're used to a certain type of woman, a certain type of woman, and you meet someone that's different, you can't do the same shit because that's insanity and it's not going to work. So when that other woman brings you something different and she challenges you, come on, we cannot. We have got to, as people, Black people, stop. Even with a man, if a Black man or a man brings you something different and he's different from the rest, we have to step outside of ourselves and say, okay, what can I do to make this different? What can I do to make this better or whatever? But if you realize
but you know, look, I already know where you're going. But like Alan said, to close on what you were saying, that's why in order to be submissive or to even be in a relation or be in relationship, you have to have dealt with your past. And
I don't think that's true.
No, no, this is what I'm saying. You just said that. So what was the guy's name? Ron. He said something about a woman that the strong women want a strong man, but no, we don't, right? And you're saying that because those may be the women he's dealt with, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And vice versa. Women, we've dealt with a certain kind of man, and all men are dogs. No, you can't say that. But right. What I mean, but for somebody like him or anybody that has a way of thinking about something that strong, mm-hmm. right? they have to basically realize maybe it's not about them, right? And I mean, and so maybe I'm not saying they got to go to therapy. Okay, what I'm saying is that you have to recognize that this is an issue that you have against everybody right now. And until you deal with that, then that's when you should come meet me. You know what I mean? Don't come and meet me when you already have a thing about me. Oh, I'm gonna tell you, because when I was dating, I would meet guys, and when I tell them everything that I do, and I'm a superwoman, I'm this, I got this business, I'm working too, but I got this side hustle and this, that, I'm in this group, I'm part of this organization. The first thing the guy said to me was, "Oh, you busy?" And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did you ever ask me on a date?" And I said, "No."
Right. Like busyness, you can't make time for them.
You know what I said, no. And then he was like, he said, "No." I said, "Okay, so why don't you ask me out, okay, instead of talking and assuming I'm this busy woman because I'm independent and I got my own place and all that. Ask me out. See if I say have time for you. But before you say that I'm a busy person." So people, it's a lot of prejudging out there based on old situations. But go ahead.
We need
to wrap that up. We're gonna leave that right there. We're gonna leave that right there.
Wait. Wait, I need my glasses for a second because I lost my notes. Okay, if you are submissive, are you giving up control?
No. Tanya? I mean, no. Trina?
Since I ain't never.
I'm looking at the comments. Hold on,
Trina.
In my mind, I feel like I'm giving up some control. In my mind, I do. I do. In my mind, I feel like I'm giving up control, but that's okay because that's what I want to do. The whole thing about Superwoman is she controls every damn thing, right? Superwoman, woman, Batwoman, whoever they are, they control everything. So I'm okay with giving up some of that control to be submissive. So that's why I'm saying yes.
I like that answer.
For me, yes, I do give up some of that control, but I want to give that up.
I like that answer. That's a great answer.
Okay.
Go ahead. 20 points for you.
Ding, ding, ding.
I have to agree with her. But you gotta trust somebody that you want to give control to.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole point is, trusting you. We live in a society today where everybody's broken. Everybody is hurting from something. We ain't none of us healed from everything. We might have healed from a situation, but we all are dealing with so much. And, we living in a world where we're not even significant anymore as Black people, to the rest of the world in so many ways. So it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? It's you got to trust somebody. You got to trust somebody. And trust doesn't just come overnight.
Rondell says you don't give it up, you manage it.
Yes. Yes, I like that.
That's a good
answer.
That's good. That's good. But I don't even want to manage it. I want to give up some control. I really do, because it's just too much. It's too much. This world it's not supposed to be this damn difficult. It's just not. So, but yeah, Genevieve Colvin, hey girl. Yes, you are giving up control. He can have that and lead the relationship. Yeah. Okay.
Right. But we also have to mention that they have roles to play too. Us being submissive, they have roles to play too.
Yeah. Angie said, yes, we're all dealing with something. I need to lay on somebody's couch right now, girl. I ain't mad at you.
You're gonna have a slumber party, all of us.
Girl.
We need
a group discount or something.
Right.
Something.
Shoot.
So what do you think?
Nikki,
me? What do you think?
Repeat the question.
I forgot what the question was.
Are you giving up control if you're going to be submissive?
Not really, to me. No, not necessarily. For me, I mean, no. I feel like you're not giving. You're like I said, what are we doing? We're not asking, we're consulting. We're consulting with the other person about certain things. I mean, there's a lot of things that, you know, when you trust somebody, see, that's, I mean, I don't know, to me, submission and trust, trust is a big part of that. Because if I could trust my man to take care of certain things that I don't have to take care of, I love that. But is that me being submissive? Or he's just being a man?
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
Right.
I don't think
Right.
that's being submissive.
yeah.
I don't either.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't either.
He's just doing some man stuff. But but for the most part, no, I don't think you have to give up control.
Okay. All right, Latanya.
Okay, move on.
Can
Alex
you-
said submissive on both sides, just different roles. On the men, as far as men being submissive, that's interesting.
Can you?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You have something to say?
I was just going to say, Alan, can you elaborate a little bit, and while we move on, we'll come back to that.
Can you be submissive if you're guarded? Did I ask that already? Because
No, you
okay.
didn't.
Can you be submissive if you're guarded?
No. I mean, I am that question. So I'm that whole question. This is that question in human form.
This is what it looks like in the dictionary.
Right. So I would have to say no. No, you cannot be guarded and be submissive. You got to let your guard down. You've got to let some of that go. And I just don't think it's possible.
Agreed. Latanya?
I don't agree. Like,
no.
Because I think you go through a relationship, like you're guarded, just go up and down, doesn't it? Or is it supposed to be? Does it just automatically fall away all the time? Because I don't know. I don't know relationships. So, Mickey, are you? I mean, you're the expert. Subject matter expert.
To be honest with you, I would say that your guard might go up and down, and I mean, you may at first, like, you know, have an open heart and stuff like that, and then something happened and you'll be like, I need to probably rethink this. But then there's some people that don't trust at all, and they got their guard up all the way tight until you give them a reason. Look at this one. Like,
so what you just said, I'm that, and then she got it all the way. Like, yeah. I'll let my guard down, but as soon as you start, mine goes right back up, and it's just like,
girl, I got a whole brick house. A whole
we gonna start chipping
house.
at that. We gonna start chipping.
Please help me. I'm going to lay on the couch with Angie. Okay, I got a whole brick house.
So okay, so we've talked a lot about submission. So I guess the question now is a little off the topic, because you know, Latanya, Michelle, y'all can't let me.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
I know, like, so I'm gonna do my own thing. But
go ahead.
How do we get better? I don't know what to say. What do we do to get better? Like, all I see is all these people. Like, we're talking about, we got to go sit on the couch. We confused about these relationships that we're in. We're hurting each other as Black people. When did it get to the point where we became so freaking broken? And how do we get out of it?
Well, I became broken. I always want to speak for myself about my real life, right? My real life. But I became broken a long time ago in my marriage and didn't heal that properly. So because I didn't heal myself properly to get whatever help I needed, whether that was a couch, whether that was my pastor, whether that was whatever it was, I did not do it. So I just left there and then took some of that, because I didn't heal, to the next relationship. So then if I got broken from that relationship, no, not if, I did get broken from that relationship. So now I'm dealing with the marriage brokenness, the after marriage brokenness. So it's still like a vicious cycle that never gets cleansed.
But isn't that how life works? You do it with your job, you do it with your family. Life is about a bunch of brokenness.
But it doesn't have to it doesn't have to, because even if you're broken, I didn't have to jump to a relationship. I could have taken time and not been in a relationship until I was mentally ready to be in a relationship. So no, it doesn't have to be that way all the time, because we're just moving so quickly on to the next. I'm gonna just say me, moving so quickly on to the next. I'm not taking time to, I didn't take time. I've learned to take time now, but I didn't take time to heal from whatever was broken and deal with what was broken, understand why I was broken, so I wouldn't make that mistake again, whatever my part was in that brokenness.
Okay. Nikki?
Whew.
We wasn't supposed to be this serious today, was we?
I'm just saying, it is what it is.
Okay, well, for me, I think that, like my girlfriend Shelly Shell said up here, it stems from childhood. A lot of it stems from childhood. As far as brokenness, a lot of us are broken. Something may have happened that we may not have recognized, that we may have blocked out. Blacked out of, blocked out. And when you don't deal with that stuff, it materializes itself over and over again, no matter how strong you are, etc. It will always show its ugly face somehow or some way. But in the words of the great Iyanla Vanzant, you have to do the work.
You
right?
do.
You have to work. And what that entails for me, somebody like me, and what I had to do, is that I literally had to go back and play by play my entire life. I had to stop when I saw things that were bad and how it made me feel. And then I had to like kind of get through that. I think you have to first be honest with yourself. If people could just be honest with themselves, I'm not perfect. I got some shit with me. I need to work on blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Right. And be honest with themselves. And then they have to be truthful to the people they're talking to. Right. Like, who cares? Like, people, there's so many people. I was talking about this today with my girl. So many people are so concerned about what other people have to say, right? That they don't know they can't have a normal conversation. So they have all these facades up and all this other stuff. Meanwhile, they are the most broken, insecure, emotionally unavailable people that's walking around. It's ridiculous, but you have to deal with it. And maybe it's not spending money with therapy. Maybe you don't have insurance. Maybe you got to pick up a book. Like, I remember for me, in my early 20s, I realized that I say yes all the time. Why am I doing that? And I actually had a book, Stop Saying Yes. That's what it was called, Stop Saying Yes. And I read that thing and I used a little bit of tools in there. And eventually I started saying no. And I stopped feeling bad about it. Right. And I was like, okay. And somebody asked me to do something. No, I can't do it. I let them down nice. I wasn't just like, no. I said, no, I can't do it at this time. It was like, okay. And eventually you stop being used because you know how to create boundaries for yourself. You go from there. So, I mean, we're as far as our relationships, we just have to have better communication, and we have to be honest when we're talking to each other. And that means being vulnerable
and transparent.
And guess what? Somebody you may talk to may say, "Ooh, this ain't for me," and that should be okay.
Right.
That should be okay. If they're not that person for you, or they wasn't meant to be there, or whatever, that's okay. It's fine. That's fine. Okay, I told him all of this stuff. Well, he really doesn't want to deal with it. Okay. Next. Nice meeting you, Nikki.
Next.
It was nice meeting you.
And next. Nobody's wasting anybody's time. Next.
That's not to say, I said all of that. That's not to say that you should be dealing with somebody that's emotionally unavailable, blah, 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 blah. But you want to know how we could get better. We have to stop blaming each other, like you said earlier. We have to stop committing black on black crime. That means bashing women, bashing men, because to me, that's a form of black on black crime. We have to start uplifting. We have to stop talking about each other so much. But I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to close with this. What's crazy about it, I mean, the opposite of what I'm saying is what we see on reality TV every day.
Every day.
Bashing, drama filled, and all of this, and the people love it. And I wonder why people love drama. You can everybody could do a test tonight. Post something positive on your page tonight and see how many comments you get as a result. Post something, some ratchet shit on your page right now. You'll have 75 comments. Something positive, 3 comments.
You're right.
People like drama, something, girl, I'm about to go left. That's it.
No, right. It's so funny that you say that. Last night I went to a movie premiere and I was talking to Shooter from Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch the show, so
I don't know.
And he was talking about he's got a new show coming out about him and his kids. And I was like, please tell me it's drama free. He said, I gotta have drama. I said, why? Why do you have to have drama? He said, that's what sells. I said, does it really? Does it really? And he was proud of that. Even though you could tell you think that I'm going to ask you questions negatively about your show. I'm not going to do that to you because, first of all, I don't watch the show. Yes, I know that you are supposed to be Mr. Atlanta, the biggest hoe in Atlanta. I get that part, but I didn't come here for that. I came here to hear something good, but to hear a Black man, talk about drama, I'm just like, okay, next topic. But that's what sells. That's what sells.
It is, especially on the reality shows. I mean, without it, they have no ratings. You know that, but that because of the shows that are off air.
Right.
Off air because
we watch it. It goes against everything with us doing right by each other.
But do you watch it? Do you watch it?
Yeah,
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
But I'm just saying, we watch it.
Right.
Honestly, there's enough people watching,
to stay on air for years.
For years. I mean, Atlanta Housewives is what, year 16, some crazy shit like that? Nobody should even want to be on TV that long. I don't even like people that long, really. So, I mean, that's crazy. But go ahead. What's your next question, Latanya?
That was it.
Okay,
no, I'm sorry. Listen. Let's go
through some of the comments then.
Let's go through the comments. And I don't have my glasses. So.
We appreciate all of you guys listening and sharing and all of that stuff like that. I really do appreciate it. So let's see here. Okay. Sweet Ann said, hurt people. Unfortunately, Stephanie said, women have been put in the place to be the everything to everyone. That's exactly true. We are. We're everybody. We the mama, sometimes we're the papa, even though we don't want to be. And, but yeah. Okay. And then let's see. Angie said, yes, Trina, me too. After my divorce, I was all about making sure my boys were okay. I never took the time to heal me. So that baggage stayed with me. Okay. That's real talk. I know a lot of women like that. Let's say listening and being open as a man is a type of submission because women are smart. Men make dumb decisions at times, but being submissive to his companion makes him smart, but she has to be whole.
I like that.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Does she have to be whole or does she have to be whole for him to be able to deal with them? Because I don't think any of us is whole. Because I think we got to remember that. I was talking to one of my boys and he said, we as Black people love to say, you got to go sit on the couch. You got to go sit on the couch. But if you have a strong relationship between the two of y'all, why can't y'all be each other's couch and heal together? Because if your mate is really about you, your mate is going to help you. Do you know what I mean? Like you should be so comfortable to talk to your mate and know that you two have something that's so tight that nobody else can get between that circle. So the good, the bad, and the ugly, y'all are supposed to be able to go through it all.
That's right.
But yet still, all of a sudden therapy became the thing. Our people didn't have therapy. We had each other back in the day.
Yeah, we did have each other back in the days. Now, hold on now. We had each other back in the days and there were a lot of people that were just getting by and getting through things, but there were so many layers there. There were people living with hurt You know what I'm saying? It's like, did they really get over it, or they just learn to survive within the family unit? I mean,
but they did have therapy.
Listen, you want me to tell you what therapy is? Want me to tell you what therapy is? Therapy is somebody triggering you to think for yourself. That's it.
But people
the therapy is triggering you to freaking tap into yourself and think for yourself. Why wouldn't your mates or someone that you that's really
well, I get that, but because they may not have, I'm gonna say this, right? Because I don't want to offend any therapists out there on the line.
I promise you I'm not.
Because maybe that partner may not have the clinical tools to really assess the situation and to help you out. Now, I agree that somebody should be supportive. I guess I believe that you could get through things together. But if I'm going through something, if I have a situation from childhood that they wasn't around, a part of, you know what I'm saying? And I can say, oh, it really, really hurt me. But maybe it did more than that. You know, that person will never know, because I may not know how to get that out of myself, in which a clinical person may know the tools or the key words to ask to draw that out. You know what I'm saying?
But therapy doesn't have to be a therapist, a licensed clinical. It could be it doesn't have to be that. But it could be your pastor. It could be, it could be your aunt. It could be a life coach. So when I say lay on the couch, I'm not always saying lay on the couch of a therapist couch.
I know.
Okay. I'm saying go talk to somebody. Go talk to somebody that you trust.
I think we have to do better at picking our circles.
Oh, absolutely.
I think we about to go into a new year. 2020 is about to end. We done all been through hell. I think that we all need to go through our phones. We need to go through our friendships. We need to evaluate, even family. Hell, cut them off too. We need to evaluate people. And if that person don't have you and that person is running game, let them go. Let them go. Like, if I can't pick up the phone and talk to you anytime, you serve me no purpose.
I saw something on Facebook the other day.
Especially if I'm the one who's always strong. When I need somebody, my time is not, there's no time based on it. The fact that I need you, you should be able to be there, because you know dang well that anytime you call me, I'm going to stop what I'm doing to make sure you're good.
Right.
Yeah. I saw on Facebook the other day, it said, have you ever walked away from someone that you love? And that is a very, very difficult thing to do, but I've done it, continue to do it, and we'll always do it. Because I'm that person just like you, Nikki. I was always the yes person, trying to make everybody happy, trying to do this. And I'm the one suffering internally. So I've just learned to be like, you say no nice, I say no, fuck you, so I don't have to be nice with it. But you have to save yourself.
Oh, you say fuck you too? No, I'll just check.
Yes, I do.
Stephanie
what did Stephanie say?
She said, why do y'all say our people? Therapists have already been here. People just didn't talk about going because it was taboo. Agreed. And Stephanie, because we're just talking about the relationships within our culture. Period. Yeah. So that's why, yes, therapists have been around for a long time. And like you said, it was taboo to go. It's like, what's wrong with you? That's almost like, diagnosing kids. All these kids now have all these diagnoses that they didn't have back in the day. Right.
Everybody's on this medicine right now. It's like, how did the therapist put you? Listen, or the person who goes see therapy thinks they're pro at it now. So they'll be saying, oh, you need therapy. You ain't even got your therapy ain't even help you.
Girl,
doesn't even help you. How you gonna tell?
That's like me. I watch Law and Order, and I think I'm a lawyer and a
so does my mama.
Everything else.
So does my mama. Go ahead, girl.
It's the same concept, but it's the same concept though. When you go to a therapist, you think it's the exact same concept. Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's all I'm saying is talk to somebody. It doesn't have to be a therapist. Even if you just talk to God, just get yourself together. Get yourself together. That's all I'm saying. Just however you feel like you need to get yourself together.
Would you call that being submissive to yourself? Submissive to your will? God's will and all that other stuff. Because I think you just have to be.
Yep.
You have
Absolutely.
You have to give that.
Rondell say come to him. He's a therapist. No, that's okay.
You trouble, dude. Yeah. I'm scared of him. Yo, y'all, I'm scared to look at his page. I don't want to know what he looked like. I don't want to know what like next.
Wait, my girlfriend Genevieve, she said Trina is my therapist. That's because I done messed up enough shit. I done messed up enough shit in my life. Right. I can help somebody.
Okay, my friend Akimi said absolutely too many toxic people. When we were talking about being around the right people, you have to you do be around people and things that feed your soul, so that you can be later on open, i.e. submissive, available, emotionally available to somebody that deserves you.
Yeah, I think.
But I do like what you said. I like what Nikki said. Is be submissive to yourself.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I
but you
love
know what? But you know what? I get that. But can you become too submissive to yourself? Because like me, I feel like, and Nick, I think Trina, you might be the same. I can walk away from something, and I could be in something 1 second, and I promise you, I could walk away from it the next day and act like it never existed.
Oh,
and go back focus in my world.
I've definitely done that. Yeah. I have done that before myself. I have, and for me, as I got older, for me, it was more about wasting my precious time.
Right.
I don't have time. I don't have time for foolishness anymore. Our days are numbered. I believe in, just living the best happy life that you can be, not being sad about nothing, not letting anybody come into your space and make you sad. Life is just too short, and we don't have time for negative. We don't have time to be all sad, getting hurt and being hurt for weeks on end and holding grudges and all that. Who has time for that? Who has time for that? I just want to live my best happy life. So many people see me on Facebook. I'm always smiling. I'm cheesing. I'm showing everything but my tonsils. And they think that I don't have a bad day. I have plenty of bad days. I'm the biggest crybaby. I'm so sappy, believe it or not. And everything. And I go through stuff just like everybody else. It's just how I choose to deal. Right. I choose to deal. I know that, guess what? It's life. It's always going to be a bill. There's always going to be somebody that's a hater. There's always going to be some kind of negative thing trying to get in your space. When they say the devil is busy, yes, he is.
Yes, Lord.
Okay, so it's how I choose to deal. And I choose to deal with stuff with a smile on my face because God doesn't give me more than I can bear. If I'm going through it, it's because I believe that he's going to pull me out. Period.
Do y'all curse people out?
Yes.
Yes. What is that? Where did that come from?
I don't know, but
okay, I'm sorry. I just had to ask.
I do, and I've had to even tone that back a little bit because everybody probably don't deserve to be cursed out, or you could say it in a different way. So I've tried to even scale that back. But I curse 9-year-olds out. Anybody can get it.
9-year-olds. She said anybody could get it.
Anybody can get it. I mean, if I feel like you dead wrong or doing some foolishness, you can get it.
Listen, Nikki, I would never think Trina would be like that. Like,
girl,
all the times I've been around Trina, she's just been the sweetest, most loving. So when she's talking about this stuff, I'm like, I don't see it. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, I would laugh if I was around Trina going off because I'd be like, for real? Like, I really would.
Wow. So hold on. So we have Angie said, you ladies have given me so much to write in my journal. Thank you. Rondell,
you're welcome, sweetie.
Let me shout out. Hey Chris, thanks for listening. Hey Sherry, and Bridget, all the way from Jersey. Ow. Okay, so Rondell said this. Watch the DVD. It's on Netflix too, honey. I don't know anybody watching DVDs anymore.
I don't even have a DVD player.
Yeah, he said The Secrets. It's a lot of people change the way you think. And I believe it. I watch it like 3 times a year. It's about the law of attraction, putting that good energy out, and it'll come back to you. And I'm telling you, it's worked. It is.
You know what? That is so amazing because I said something today and I was like, even when you have the worst day, if you change the way that you think, y'all, I lost a contract today and got awarded 3 contracts today.
I know that's right. Congratulations, girl.
And I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Like someone just dropped money in my account and I was just like, okay, God, thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. Thank you for my confirmation. Because sometimes you got to stand up for something and you got to stand for yourself. And so, yeah. Okay, y'all. Next week.
Okay.
Y'all ready for the topic?
Yeah, y'all ready for the topic out there in the world?
Y'all want to know what we're talking about?
Yes. Dun, dun, dun. Drum roll.
Dun, dun, dun. Come on, Trina. Oh, no. You want me to say it, Trina? You got it? As she put her cup up. That's why I got her. I was like, go ahead, Trina.
I'm like, wait.
Okay, what? Go on.
Trina. We got like 3 minutes. We are talking about
mental health
in 2020.
Yes.
Mental health in 2020. Y'all ready for that? Because y'all know we came up with some new stuff in 2020 because 2020 ain't no year of your life that ever been like 2020.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
That's gonna be a tough one. That is gonna be a tough one because
that's gonna be a deep one.
But very necessary.
It's gonna be deep. And one of my dear friends that's on here now wrote a really nice article about it. Maybe Krishna, we could share some of it, an excerpt next week about how mental health is wearing on us, even though we're going day to day. And it's okay, but we're going through a lot right now.
We are.
And we're just walking and talking and laughing and kikiing and stuff, but it's a lot going on. When you alone, when you close that door and you by yourself and you think about everything that's going on, if you have children, COVID, deaths from COVID, scared you can't see your people anymore, the isolation. I mean, we've been through a lot. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it next week.
We are. So,
Nikki, tell us how to find you on social media.
Okay, Nikki Jules everywhere, just how it's spelled with the Z at the end, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Okay, Trina.
You can follow me on Facebook, my government name, Latrina Hunter, and on Instagram, Mama Bear _23.
I'm changing mine up because I don't really care about my personal stuff anymore, and I'm going to promote my business. Mine is Tiger Eyes 360, TYGEREYEZ 360. I need y'all to stay tuned and like. Next week, ladies.
Yes, thank you.
Next week, ladies.
Yes, and hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any topics ideas, we have a little following now. Thank you. If you have any ideas that you think that we should talk about, put them up in the comments. We'd love to hear what you guys are talking about or thinking or whatever. Barbershop talks, beauty salon talks, girlfriends talks. Yeah, we like.
See y'all.
Have a good weekend.